there. Welcome. I'm trying to get this person off my screen. All right. Oh, Alexa, pause. Just jamming out here in central Wisconsin. You know, trying to get all the things set up and everything going. All of everything. Honestly, there's been a lot going on. Mostly because I've been a little lazy. But anywho, welcome to tonight's YouTube Live. My name is Elizabeth Giles, coming to you live from the Stampin' Unicorns Craft Room here in central Wisconsin. Tonight we are going to be making my favorite, well, I think it's going to be my favorite Stamp Camp card that is at my class tomorrow night. The reason why I say I think it's going to be my favorite is because I still have one card to do. And yeah, so, you know, like I was saying, a little bit of a procrastination right now, but it is what it is, and I'm dealing with it. Plus, last night, I was up until 1 a.m. waiting for it to be April 1st in Utah so I could place my last chance order and my pre-order for the annual catalog and the mini catalog. Oh, you guys. Yeah. So, you know, why not? You only live once. Hello, Joanne and Kathy. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so lots of fun things going on. I'll just briefly go over a few things. The month of April, well, starting today, right? April 1st, Stampin' Up! Has published the last chance list for the annual catalog and mini catalog and online exclusives. So it's kind of a big retirement party right now for the catalog. Plus, you know, we're getting rid of some in colors. So we'll be gaining some new ones next month, but you will want to definitely check that out. There are some really good discounts. If you take a look at my screenshots that I posted on my Stampin' Unicorns Facebook page, you will see there's actually this set that I was just using, the Stippled Roses, that has dies and a stamp set. That's on a really good deal. I don't remember all the other ones, but definitely check that out. They also have some of the Halloween designer series paper from the scrapbooking brochure that was in the fall. $3.74. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh, well, it's Halloween. Guess what? There's two sides to that paper, and one side is a little less Halloween. It's more just patterns. So you want to check it out. For that price, you know it's great quality. You know it's going to color match, all of that stuff. So definitely take a look at that. Oh, I forgot to grab my YouTube here. View my channel so I can see. Okay, there we go, I think. Okay, it's popping up. Oh my gosh, it's popping up your guys's comments. That's it. So remember to comment to get entered in to win. We'll give one of these cards away that I make tonight. So make sure to comment. And then also, we are still doing, unfortunately, we did not get to enough likes to give away another gift certificate. So we need to get to 30 likes, so 30 thumbs up, to give away $15. It's free money. All you got to do is like it. Yes. So make sure to do that, and then comment that you gave it a thumbs up when you do, and you'll be entered in to win that drawing. So speaking of which, last week we made these cool, I believe they call them fault line cards. And we are going to give one of those away. I had picked the winner, and she's on here. So Joanne, you are the lucky winner. And so tell me if you want the pink or the blue. I can go either way, so you just tell me which one you like. So, and then I'll keep the other one to remember that technique and to showcase. So, awesome sauce. Congratulations to Joanne. And all she had to do was comment to get entered in for that. I also, Joanne is typically there when I ask if anybody is there. Sometimes I don't know if you're there unless you comment. Sometimes my computer freezes on me, and sometimes I think I'm just talking to nobody. So I really appreciate the interaction as well. Hello, Sean. Oh, on the TV? Then I'm so big. But anywho, all right. We that's pretty much all I've got for the chit chat. There's a pretty big change with Stampin' Up! That's coming up for the host benefits. So I don't really want to go into it a lot on here, but since there's a big change happening, I'm doing one last mystery hostess event. My mystery hostess event is you commit to $100 and then we get 10 people. Typically, we get all 10 spots filled. Now, I did just do a big sale last week, so I'm not sure if we'll fill all the spots. But if you can commit to ordering $100, and that includes sale prices. Pink. Perfect. Yeah, I'm going to put it in your order. Okay. Setting that over there. And, okay, so the mystery hostess, if you can commit to ordering $100, and that's before shipping and tax, and you do get the clearance prices, the last chance prices, so you could get quite a bit of product for that, then you will get your name put in to win benefits. Okay, how that works is I will collect orders through the 10th, and then we'll put all those names in, see how much product we're going to give away. If we have 10 people that do $100 each, then we will be giving away one $35 gift certificate, one $30 gift certificate, two $25 gift certificates, so that puts us to 4, two $20 gift certificates, 2 stamp camps, a half price item, and then the last consolation prize is a pack of cards and something else. I can't remember what I had on there. It's on the event. Okay. But nonetheless, I do need to know if you can commit to that. I have 1 person already, so we just need 9 more. If we have less than that, then we'll just adjust the prizes. But it would be great if you can commit. This will be a better, even if you get the least prize, which is the 5 cards and something else. It's still a really great deal. If you get a free stamp camp, that's valued at $15. So you are going to get a value higher than what you would get if you just place the $100 order on its own. So, all right. Let me know. All right. So, I'm saying all right and so a lot tonight. But hey, it's okay. It's one of those days where it's gloomy outside and we just got to bring everything we got inside, right? We are supposed to get a wintry mix here tonight again. Our wintry mix from Sunday has melted. So, of course, let's throw some more at you. And hopefully it's not too bad. I have class here tomorrow night and I don't want to go out and shovel. So, fingers crossed. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. I am going to show you a few things that I got in the mail. We are going to update the Alaskan cruise points, and then we will make the card. All right. I'm going to flip you guys up and then switch your screen so you see my work table. And that always takes a couple of times. And let me just stand up here. Oh, you guys, I forgot to show you my shirt. So you saw the one shirt that my sister and I made. And then we also made this one. It's going to be upside down to you guys, but I'm trying not to flash you. But it's Stampin' Unicorns, and then it's like a puffy. And when it gets exposed to UV light, it changes to purple. So how cool is that? Oh, and also my niece did my nails. These are my real nails. And she did my nails for me. How cute is that, right? So shout out to the girls. All right, I'm just going to grab my stack back here. Oh, this was the card we made a couple weeks ago that I got to give to my grandma. And then, yes, these are the cards I wanted to share. There. Okay, so this card was created by Cynthia, and it was a Thinking of You card. Or not Cynthia. Oh, okay. Well, Michelle sent it to me, and she said that she was sad she couldn't make it to my fall Bring Your Crap and Craft event. But she sent me back some bags and stuff from some classes that I had. So she just sent me a I'm sad I'm not going to be there card. All right. And this came from Leela, and she said, I really do enjoy sending cards. The paper pumpkin set was a breeze. Just wanted to drop a quick note to say thank you for all the work you put in coordinating events. I wish I could do more. I really appreciate you, and thanks for everything, Leela. And this was just a kit that she bought at the Bring Your Crap and Craft event. Leela is not a stamper. She's not a card maker. So, you know, that was just really nice. I appreciate that. And then we have a card from Hattie. And Hattie, now this is carrying over to the new catalog. However, it will not be a bundle price anymore. So if you like this mushroom set, and you want to get it a little cheaper, you will want to do the bundle price right now. And she said, hello, thank you so much for the invite to join you. I'm very excited to hang out with a group of ladies. Thanks so much for letting me invite Stephanie too. Talk to you soon. So she is attending a retreat that I am hosting. And that's really like what this all is about here. If you guys don't know, I do not make money doing this. It is all about sharing and caring and just making sure that people have a creative release. And this is from Holly. She is in California. And Holly just sent this cool card, right? How cute. And just said, I won a card from you a while ago. I'm so sorry it took me so long to say thank you. Your Stampin' friend, Holly. So how stinking cute is that, right? Very nice. And I adore her handwriting. Like, I write cursive, but hers is just a little bit more, I don't want to say boxy, but it's more boxy than mine. Mine is like super cursive-y. And I cannot write my name in print. Like, it always looks so weird. So those are just a few cards, some happy mail that I found when I was cleaning, and I realized I never shared it with y'all. Now, next up is our Alaskan trip, and I am overly abound. So those of you who don't know, I have been a demonstrator for over 20 years with Stampin' Up, and I've never earned the inception trip. Like, it's totally been out of my reach just because I am not business orientated. I am orientated in the mindset that I want people to have a place that they can come and relax and, you know, unwind and have a creative outlet. So this year, I'm trying to earn this Alaskan cruise. So I have to get to 40,000 points. So you can see how we've come around. Thanks, Eunice. Hello, Nanette. So at the end of March, with that awesome sale that I did, we are up to 18,293 points. So I'm going to go ahead and color this in. So I should be, like, we are at the halfway point right now. So I should be at 20,000 points. There's a couple other ways that I can earn points besides just on sales. I can earn it by people underneath me promoting or becoming qualified demonstrators. That also gives me bonus points. If I promote myself, which I will not, I can tell you that right now. There's way too much stuff to do to try and promote myself. I have a full-time job that I love. So while I would love to do this full-time, it's just not feasible. So I am hoping like we can get this filled in the next like 2 months, and then we'll work on the inside. But we're getting there, you guys. We have until October. I really appreciate everybody and helping me out with that. So this is definitely the closest or the most on track I've been. Okay. So the closest I think I've been up over 22,000 or 25, or I don't know. Maybe it's been more than that, but I haven't been close at all. So this is, we're on the right track. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get to it. I really wanted to show you guys this card tonight because I feel like you could do this with any color. So the paper pack we're using tonight, I'm not sure if you guys have seen this. It is called Botanical Textures, and it is all black and white. So let me show it to you first here, because I had opened it and then I hadn't used it yet until I was designing cards last night. Literally last night. I think I did this card at, I don't know, 12:30 last night. When you're on a roll, you're on a roll. I really had to tell myself, Liz, you need to go to bed. You work in the morning. And then I was going to go to work in Neilsville today. And I thought that the snow was supposed to start before that. So I decided, no, I'll work from home. So I'll just have to go to Neilsville on Thursday now. Okay, look at these patterns. So one side is more of a floral. And then like a leaves, not floral really. And then the other side is this awesome texture. Let me get the last pattern here. I should have flipped these before, but you know. So even if you don't like the leaves, the texture on the other side, you could absolutely do something with. Now we're using this one here. And the reason why I picked this one is because you don't see a ton of the DSP. So it didn't bother me. And then this was one of my least favorite sides. I think my other least favorite side is this one. But this wouldn't have looked good with what I was doing. So that's how I don't know. Sometimes I choose paper. So we're going to grab this piece right here. And actually we could probably do 2 cards at once. Actually even 3. But I'm going to slide this back in. If you guys don't know what these are yet, I use these for all of my designer series paper. Because when you open up this paper pack, this plastic on the outside is so flimsy and it gets caught on things. These are record sleeves from Amazon. If you need the link, just let me know. But you get like 100 of them or 50 of them. It's a lot. And it's like $20 and they're very sturdy. I have 2 packages in here. There's some that have 3 packages of DSP in them. And I use these for everything. Like all of my paper. Okay, so first we're going to cut this down. So we have 12 inches and then I think this is 6. It's over 6, but we only need to have a 4-inch by 5 1/4 inch piece. So I'm going to cut 4 inches off. We'll make 2 cards. well, I guess we could just make 3 cards, whatever. So I'm gonna have you guys give me one of the cards I'm gonna make in the color that I have. And then the other 2 cards I'll make in 2 other colors. So you guys give me some colors that you want, that you think will look good with this black and white. Okay, I'm going to cut this down to 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then we'll just have these pieces left, which I like that they're kind of uniform. You could easily make a card out of that. Hello, Holly. Holly, I just showed your card that you sent me. I really appreciate that. It was stinking cute. Okay, so the card that I made, I am focusing on in colors, or retiring in colors. So the card that I made actually uses copper clay. All right, so I'm looking for 2 more colors that you think will look good separately. Just 1 color each with black and white, and then we'll make 3 cards. Okay. So we're going to make this a tall card. I'm cutting this at 4 1/4 and then scoring it at 5 1/2. And then we are cutting it at 2.75. Like this. Okay, I saw Melon Mambo. Let me grab that. I just need 1 more color. Here's Melon Mambo. So again, 4 1/4. And then we will score at 5 1/2 and cut at 2.75. Okay. Lemon Lolly. Ooh. All right, we're definitely going to have a different kind of rainbow here. Super duper. Okay, so cut 4 1/4, score at 5 1/2, and then cut at 2 3/4. Okay, now the other measurement you'll need, we're going to add black and then white, right? Obviously. And this is where it becomes totally easy. And we could have probably made 4 if I had another piece of paper. But the black piece is going to be cut straight in half at 4 1/4. And then you're going to put these 2 together because you're going to need 2 pieces for each card. Lost Lagoon would have been pretty too, Eunice. Missed you by just a little bit. And then this is going to be 2 3/4. So 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And then we need both of them for each card. So we're going to cut 3 sets. See what I mean? Maybe we'll just keep going and do a Lost Lagoon and I'll grab another piece of paper. Oh, why don't we? Whatevers, right? We have the paper. We have the means. All right, 4 1/4. Score. And then cut at 2 3/4. Okay. Now our white, we are going to cut in slightly under. So we're going to do 4 1/8. So if you go from the 4, it's going to be 2 marks over. Okay. I know some people don't get ace very good. So we're going to the 4th. And then it's not the little one, but the one that's slightly down. And that's an 1/8. So 4 1/8. And we want to cut our other piece like that too. Because again, we need 2 pieces. Okay. And then the white is going to be just under that 2 3/4. So you're going to go to the 2 3/4 and then cut back to the not the little one, but the slightly longer one. So we are at 2 5/8. Okay. And we're going to get 4 of them, 4 sets out of this as well. Oh, that one I cut wrong. Whoops. It'll be okay, I think. If we can't use it, I'll just cut another set. Well, I can just cut another set. It's fine. It's just paper, right, people? Just grabbing a scrap piece. So I'm going to go this way first and cut these 2. Probably should have done that the other way. Oh, well. It'll be fine. Okay. And this was 4 1/8. Okay, okay, okay. Now we have all the paper that we need. So let's put our paper trimmer aside. Oh, nope, I lied. I'm going to grab a scrap of something here. Let's grab that other paper that I didn't really like the whole bunch. I'm sure sometime I'll cut into it. So nothing like the present. 5 1/4. Okay. Boop. Now we are all done cutting. Next, we got to do a little embossing. So we're going to take that piece that we cut off and we're going to emboss it. Gosh, look at these colors together. Let's put that one over there. Isn't that just interesting? All right. Let me just grab my embossing folder. So this embossing folder also, y'all, it was like $5. I mean, don't quote me on that, but it was like cheap. And we're going to put 2 of them in here and run it through. It's a 3D embossing folder. So it's going to give us great texture on this piece. What do you guys think so far? Which is the color you think you're going to like the most? I mean, I'm not sure which one I'm going to like the most. I think it could be all over the place. Okay. I am absolutely loving this idea. Okay, it is time to take a drink. My voice is running. Tonight, I have Berry Pomegranate Crystal Light in my Pioneer Woman mason jar. This thing is huge. Ooh. Some of my coworkers got it for me for my birthday a few years ago. All right. I think we're going to, let's assemble some of it first and then we'll do some stamping. Just to get some of this stuff on here. Okay. So, lemon lolly. You guys know I like to use my green glue whenever I'm using embossing. And that's just going to go on this piece, which will end up getting folded over to create our card front. All right. So I hope you guys are not getting too sick of all this winter. I mean, Holly's over in California. I don't know what kind of weather you got there. Joanne, what's your weather been like down by you? We've just had, you know, typical March, April weather where you just don't know if you got to wear shorts, if you got to wear long sleeves, a parka, boots or sandals or whatever. Just really in an odd wintry mix right now. My husband started coaching girls soccer, and they are having to have practice inside. That totally sucks for soccer too, by the way. Gloomy. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Maybe we'll use this side. Yeah, let's do that side. I don't really like this side. So then I'm just putting the pieces of DSP inside the card, and it will have that nice border. So this is a project you can decide which side you want to use. I tried to do this copper clay with the black and white so that it was like really neutrally. And I think maybe that's why like it really kind of spoke to me a little bit. Okay. And just since we're being different, we will do the other side of this. Because we got 4 cards going on, right? Okay. Looks good, looks good. Now we can fold these all over. Where's my bone folder? We're going to get 4 cards done here in a super jiffy. The longest part is going to be the colors. But you'll see what I mean in just a moment. So we'll stamp all of our black first. And then we will do the colors. Stay. Okay. So we need 2 pieces for each of our cards. And maybe we'll do, yeah. So here's our 4. I do want to use the Stampin' Pierce mat though, so we'll have to do 2 at a time. Because the stamps that we're using is photopolymer. And I did not catch, we're actually using 2 stamp sets. I did not catch if this one is being retired yet or not. So, so we're using Spring Corners and then Hugs for Love. So we're using 2 different sets. And I don't know if either one of them is being retired. If somebody wants to look it up and pop it in the chat, that would be great. The accessories we're using, which I'll have to get out my other pack, is adhesive back sparkle gems. And then we're using Memento black ink, and then our 4 different colors. So Lost Lagoon, Melon Mambo, and Lemon Lolly. Okay. Super. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our corners. So we have from this, the Thank You for Everything. I liked it because it's shorter on this side and then longer there. There's also this Wish You an Amazing Day. However, I think that would be a little bit too, because this is not full size on the front here. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get stamping. Whenever I have ones that are kind of like off the block like this, I prefer to ink it this way versus setting it down and then trying to ink it. I feel like I get ink over here when I do that. So if that helps any of you guys, I'll see, I just smudged it over there. But just to hold it like this and then ink it, we're gonna stamp right in that corner. So we'll see how well I do. Oh, that's not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. So you can do it either way, but I still prefer the other way. Boop. Boop. Okay, 2 more here. I know, right? And my ink pad is so very juicy. Ooh. Oh, that one's a little dark. I mean, dark is better than light, right? Too light. Okay. So that's the outside sentiment. And then I can't do the inside yet. We're going to have to do some colors. So let's do the copper clay. We have these cute hearts over here. The first heart is going to be the solid image, and this one we're going to have to stamp off. So I'm just going to grab that. Now, if you were doing an envelope at the same time, you could absolutely do your envelope with that full image. That's literally what you want. And then the other two are full strength. We have this cluster of hearts over here. And we also have this outline heart, and that's going to be stamped in black right on top of this guy. Okay. Now, since I have this color out, I am going to do the inside. So we're going to take this sentiment, and it says, "You brighten my day." First, we're going to stamp a heart right here. And then we're going to stamp the "You brighten my day." And then we're going to finish stamping how many of our hearts. Feel like I might get 4 of them on my sample. I think I had 3 over there. Nope, I did have 4. So that is the inside sentiment. Okay, let's quickly exchange this out. We're going to go from dark to light, which is usually the opposite of what I do. Usually we do light to dark, but we're just going to quickly clean these off and grab another one. Okay. So full heart, stamp off. Oh yeah. So very, very cute. And I know I used this set in a bingo event, so I'm sure a lot of my peeps have it. So you can create this cute card. We're going to stamp a heart and then the sentiment. So if you guys don't know how to do this card by the end of this YouTube live, you got a problem. But this would be a great thing to add on, this paper pack. I don't think the paper pack is on sale at all, but it is stinking very versatile, as you are seeing right now. Right? We are busting it out. Was Sean channeling that we were doing hearts for this melon? Oops, I didn't need to clean that one. It's fine. It's fine. Better to have it clean than not, I guess. Okay. Ooh, we almost stamped that straight on. Did you see that? It didn't happen. I mean, we could have made it work, but I got a little hair on that one too. There we go. Boop. And boop. And then I have cat hair like all over. If you guys are friends with me on Facebook, my personal profile page, I shared just like a video of Mr. Kodiak crawling around my room And then he still wouldn't leave me alone. Like I had to give him sweet loves and then kick him out. I had to shut the door. And he is so stinking cute, I swear. Okay, we are going to get there. We are almost at the end of pretty much everything. We'll assemble it, and then I will show you the finished product. Just one more. You guys just had really good suggestions of colors. I couldn't not do the Lost Lagoon. I could see it. I could see it. Okay, let's make sure we got that fur off. All right. Oh, that color might need a little more ink, but it'll be fine. There we go. Oh, you can still see the pink. Kind of looks cool. Now this one I might have to do backwards though, because I don't think you'll be able to read the sentiment. So I'm going to make the hearts yellow and the sentiment black. Yeah, I don't know. That's just a little bit of ink stuck in there. Let's try that again. There we go. I'm telling you, that ink pad is nice and juicy, cousin Lucy. Boom. Okay, let's close this up. I'm going to clean these stamps off for one last time. And then we will assemble these 4 cards. So, hey, maybe we'll give away a couple of these cards next week, right? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Assembly mode. We have this can get set off to the side. I'm going to put this in my bin. First, we have pink right here. So both of these are going to go on to the black mats. And this is why, like, cutting 2 of them at a time, super easy. If you've never cut 2 pieces of cardstock at a time, you definitely do not need very much pressure. If you are cutting more than that, you might end up putting some grooves in the paper just because the blade on this cutter isn't that thick. So I recommend 2 pieces of cardstock or 3 pieces of DSP are easy to cut through. All right. Here's the first one. So we're going to do our inside sentiment first. And just add some glue. And then this is going to go where there's a smaller frame this way and slightly larger on the sides. But basically right there looks good. It's not rocket science. If you want it further over, you can do further over. You are not going to make me mad. Then we're going to close this and kind of line this up upside down, just flipped right over to see where our line is for these dimensionals. And I like to use 5. Come on. Get my handy dandy little garbage can. These you can get from the $1.25 store. And then you're just going to line this up over the top of your inside one. And lastly, we have some gems. Where's my take your pick tool? Here it is. And we're using the black. You could absolutely use, oh, actually, I think the silver would look really good on this one. Because we have a little bit more white. So let's use the silver. And I put one big one up here. And then oddly enough, I only used one more. And I put it right there. So here's the first one. Okay, let's grab the next one. Boop, boop. So this was my original color. Come on. And should have grabbed that. So you can see how you can absolutely use multiple different kinds of designer series paper. This is a quick cutting card too, because you get, you know, the multiples so easy. So with 2 sheets of black, 2 sheets of white, and then 2 pieces of cardstock, you're making 4 cards. Like it's super easy. Okay. And it's not like plain Jane here either. You've got some texture. You got a little bit of everything. All right. And then this, and then we're just going to flip it over. Get us 5 of these guys. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. And line that up. I haven't used copper clay very much, but I do feel like it is a very neat tone of the card. All right. Next is the Lost Lagoon. Okay, what are you guys thinking so far? Is this a card that you think that you could easily replicate? Do you have different colors you would want to use now that you've seen the finished product? Let's inspire others to be creative. Calypso, of course, would look good. I know that's Miss Sean's favorite color. The new upcoming strawberry would be good. Hey, maybe I should do that for... I have an event coming up. That would be a good one. Soft seafoam. Oh, yes. I love soft seafoam. So you guys know I love my purples, right? But this room is painted soft seafoam. It is just such a beautiful color. I just used it on the last card I made for, well, the card that I created right before this for my upcoming class. I forgot that I was having class on Wednesday because I've been having them on Thursdays because I've been playing volleyball on Wednesdays. And nope, it's on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, not Thursday. Would need the measurements again. Well, Sean, I would say to you, check out the replay. So I mentioned them a few times, but maybe I can even add the measurements to this post. We'll see. I'm pretty bad at going back in and editing stuff. That's why I do the lives, right? No planning ahead. Just go on a whim. All right, one big one and one little one. Boom. All right. And then last but not least, we have Lemon Lolly. Lemon Lolly. Oh, I didn't realize I smudged that guy a little bit. It'll be okay. It's handmade, right? That's still rocks my world that it's stamped with a little bit of pink on there. Too cute. Too cute. Okay. But yeah, super easy card. It's a bit of a fun fold. I wouldn't say a fancy fold. It's a fun fold. Okay. Almost done, guys. In no time at all, right? From start to finish. I mean, I knew what the card was, but 50 minutes, 4 cards. Oh, I almost put glue on that. Let's cover that up. All the stamping, all the cutting. Not bad at all. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, we are in the last stretch. Right there. And right there. Super duper. All right, last one. So that is what I have for you guys tonight. If you are coming to class tomorrow, you'll be making this one. Lucky you. And then, yeah, we'll kind of go from there. Thank you, guys. You like the side of the DSP with this cardstock color. Yeah, I like the side of the DSP with this cardstock color. Okay, I don't know. It's okay. But yeah, all these look fantastic. The lemon lolly. Okay, I got you. All of these look fantastic. You can use any different colors you want. It's just really, yeah, really neat. I feel like we couldn't have went wrong with any color we would have chose. I mean, maybe Night of Navy might not have been as much of a contrast, or basic gray, but you know, you can see how easy it is to create. And again, right, we use Spring Corners and Hugs for Love. And then we used the Designer Series paper, which is not in any catalog. It is the Botanical Natural or Botanical Textures. And yes, Mary Kay, tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. That is right. I am going to see if you guys want to do it later in the summer. Otherwise, we can do it earlier like we have been in the winter. I'm totally up for whatever. But tomorrow night it is 6 o'clock. Okay. Well, I hope you guys have a great one. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.